Good morning everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Thanks for coming today. My name is Hannah. I am the owner and founder of Alignment's Principle Yoga, where we focus on mobility and feeling better. So today for our 15-minute class, we're going to be doing a core sequence. If you are anyone who has low back issues or have had any trauma to the abdominals, whether it's C-sections or injuries or surgeries, today's going to be a good class to work on activation and spine mobility. Just know your limit. So if anything is too straining, you can always bring the legs or the hands to the ground just to kind of help stabilize yourself and take that excessive activation off if it's too much. So as mentioned, today we're going to work on core activation, stabilization, and spine mobility. To do that throughout class today, we're going to think of pulling our belly button up to the ribs and then back to the spine. Then we're going to think of getting that sensation of right before we sneeze, when you get that tickle and your abs kind of tighten up. We're going to hold that the whole time. We also want to think about having a nice flat back. We want to make sure that low back is nice and flat. That keeps the glutes activated, which protect the low back, as well as allow us to get deeper into that core. So to start, we're just going to come to a comfortable seated position, take a couple breaths, find ourselves. Some of us may have just woken up. Some of us may be coming off of a really busy day. Big inhales through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. And start thinking of that core activation. Pull that belly button up to the ribs, and back to the spine. Get that sensation of sneezing. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. One more like that. Keep the core nice and tight. Exhale. Keeping that. Reactivate if at any point you lost it. We're going to take a nice big inhale. Exhale, take the right hand to the left knee, left hand behind you. We're going to twist starting at the tailbone, the ribs, the shoulders, chin and eyes. Pause. Two more breaths. Big inhale, reach that head towards the sky. Exhale, untwist. Other side. Big inhale, reach the head towards the sky. Exhale, twist starting at the tailbone, the ribs, the shoulders, the chest. The last thing that's going to turn is your eyes. Keep pulling those abdominals up and in. Last breath. Big inhale. Exhale, untwist. Good job. We're going to cross at the ankles, throw the weight forward. We're just going to come to a couple simple cat-cows. We are going to do a lot of weight bearing on the wrists today. So if you're someone who has pain in the wrist, especially when you weight bear, we're going to think of spreading the fingers really wide so you feel a stretch in between those fingers. You're going to place the fingertips down first. Then you're going to get the knuckles of the fingers. Then you're going to place the palm, and the wrist will be last. That'll help take the weight off the wrist. Shoulders are over the palms, knees are underneath the hips. We're going to keep those toes tucked. We're going to take a nice big inhale. Pull that belly up and in. Exhale, get that tight sneeze feeling. And get your cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone. Pull the shoulders back. Look ahead. Exhale, press through the mat with the knees and the hands. Squeeze the abdominals around the back. Two more like this. Inhale. You can start small and get bigger. Pull those shoulders back. Exhale. Think of when you're going through the movements, you're trying to get the shoulders and the hips to touch. So as we inhale and drop, we're pulling those shoulders back, pressing that tailbone to the sky like we're trying to meet at the top. As you exhale and press the mat away, you're trying to round the back so the front of the hip and the armpit are trying to touch. Good job. We're going to do 3 more like this, but we're going to lift the knees up. Inhale. Your movement's not going to be as big. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. If this ever becomes too much for the shoulders or the abdominals, just bring the knees back down. Last one. Drop those knees down. Roll those shoulders out if you need to. We're going to come to our down dog crunches. So we're going to tuck those toes coming out to a down dog. Go ahead and take a moment, stretch those legs out. Like we said, some of us, this might be our first movement of the day. Keep pulling that belly button up to the ribs and back to the spine. Tighten the abdominals. Pull those shoulders back. We're going to do down dog crunches. So as we do this, we're going to do it 3 times on each side. And we're going to pick the leg up and shift the weight forward. When we shift the weight forward, we want the shoulders to come over the wrists. And we're going to press through the mat and squeeze the top abdominals so we round that upper back. Okay? So to start, we're going to start on the right side. Inhale up that right leg, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring that knee to the nose. Press the hands into the mat, round the back. Send that leg up. Exhale, we're going to bring the right knee to the right elbow. And up. Exhale, cross body. Inhale it up. Exhale, knee to nose. Really press through the mat, round that upper back. Inhale it up. Exhale, same elbow, same knee. Inhale it up. If this ever gets to be too much, you're welcome to come down to the knees and do it. 1 more. Last one. Good job. Send it up, 3-legged dog. Bring that leg down. Take a quick child's pose. Relax the shoulders before we come to the other side. Pull that belly button up and in. And reset. If you want, place those fingertips first. Send the tailbone up to the sky. Press that mat away from you. Get strong arms. Inhale that left leg up. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale it up. Same elbow, same knee. The further you shift your shoulders over the palms, the more of the abdominals will fire. So feel to play around with that. If you notice, I'm shifting forward on the toes that are touching the mat. So I press onto my tippy toes and come back. Same side. This is great practice and warm up for anyone who wants to do arm balances or inversions like handstands, headstand. Last one. All we have is the cross body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale it up. Come to down dog. Walk your feet to your hands. We're going to come down and into boat. So for boat, there's a couple variations that we can take. Whichever you choose, we want to make sure that we're sitting on the sit bones and we're pressing that belly forward. A lot of times we tend to collapse. It's easier to use our spine to hold this up than our abdominals. So think that somebody has a string in your belly button and they're pulling it forward. So for your boat, you can shift backwards and stay on the tiptoes and just play with marching. You can come up onto the knees and grab behind the legs. You can hover. You can straight leg and hover. So you can choose whichever one you want. We are going to be here for 3 breaths. So straighten that lower back out. Pull the belly button back. Tighten the abdominals. Exhale, send it back. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Reach the head to the sky. A lot of people feel more tension in the hip flexors than the abdominals. Just keep squeezing the abdominals nice and tight. If it ever becomes too much, back down a step. Last breath. Big inhale. Exhale, slow, lower it down. Plant those feet. We're going to come into bridge. Scoot the booty forward. Come down to the back. We're going to place our hands nice and flat down onto the mat to kind of help stabilize us. We're going to make sure that our head, neck, shoulders, and low back are all pressing into the mat. We're going to take a nice big inhale. Pull the abdominals in as you tilt the pelvis up. Squeeze the glutes. Think of pulling the heels to the butt and push weight into that big toes so the knees don't flare out. From here, if this is enough of a workout for you, stay here. If not, we're gonna march 4 times. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep those hips high. Inhale up, exhale down. Use those hands as counterweights. Press into the arm, but the leg is up. Keep pulling that belly button to the spine. Get that nice tight squeeze halfway. Last one. Exhale, slowly lower. Throw our weight back forward. Place those hands. Step back, down dog. We're going to take a nice big inhale with that right leg. Exhale, send it through center. Rotate that back heel down. Warrior 2. Quick Warrior 2 lesson. That front heel is going to go through the arch of the back foot. Shoulder and pelvis are facing the same way. Bend deep in that front knee. Inhale those hands behind the head. We're going to big inhale. Exhale, reach it forward. Inhale it up. Exhale it forward. Good job. 2 more like this to make it more difficult. Bring the hands straight out overhead. Inhale it up. Exhale, other side. Get your comfy spot. Exhale, reach. Inhale it up. Exhale, reach. If you want it difficult leveled for the last 2, take the hands overhead. Keep squeezing those abdominals. It makes it easier. Squeeze the glutes. Last reach. And up. Good job. Send those hands back forward. Come to down dog. We're going to do down dog to plank. If you're into Pilates, you're going to think of these as, what's the name? I'm blanking right now. We're going to take a nice big inhale. Exhale, shift the weight forward into a plank. Inhale it up. Exhale it forward. Inhale it up. Exhale it forward. Inhale it up. Last one. And go ahead and bring the knees down. We're going to come into our figure 4. Good job, guys. Go ahead and flex the right foot, place it over the left thigh. We want to make sure that our head, neck, shoulders, and low back are comfortably pressed into the mat. If you need to, you can always place the left foot on a block or take a strap or towel to make your arms longer. And as always, we want to flex the foot on top to protect that same knee. Hold the belly in. One more breath here. Big inhale. Exhale, lower and switch. 4 breaths here. Two more. Big inhale. Exhale, untwist, hug the knees in. Send the legs out. Pause for a few breaths. Come to your Shavasana. You can pause this video and lay here for as long as you'd like. Or if you're staying with us, stay for 2 breaths. You can either stay in your Shavasana or you can come up to a comfortable seat. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale it out. The light and the love inside of me honors and sees the light and the love inside of you. Therefore, we are one. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Hopefully that helped activate the abdominals, kind of loosen up the low back, maybe get some movement into those shoulders. If you ever have any questions, please, of course, always feel free to reach out. My email is in the comments below. Also, feel free to leave any comments with questions that you have, anything that was difficult, anything that felt great. And then always like and subscribe so you get updates when we post our 1 hour and 1 hour and 15-minute classes every month. Have a great rest of your day. This is Alignments Principles Yoga.